Hello, I'm John, and I do the smokeless powder guns on this channel. And my buddy Dimwit, he does the black powder guns. And I put together this sniper rifle out of a Model 98 Mauser action. And I'll let you have a closer look and I'll tell you all about it. I think I'll just start with reading my notes here because there's a lot of gadgets here what's going on. We're in Norway, so this is the 6.5 by 55 Swede or Mauser cartridge, which is very popular here. And the rifle, as you see it now, it weighs 6.25 kilos, and that would be 13.78 pounds. The length of the rifle with the silencer on it is 116.5 centimeters, which is 45 and 7/8 of an inch. The barrel is quite short, it's 49 centimeters. We'll get back to that. That'd be 19 and a quarter of an inch. The action is a J.P. Sauer und Sohn action from 1914, so that's 110 years old. It's got a modified bolt handle, and it has a Kongsberg Weapons Factory Norwegian heavy match barrel. It used to measure 21 millimeters at the muzzle end, and it's got a match trigger assembly, and I think it's a Schultz and Larsen from Denmark. And it's got Bredvold competition stock, and I think it's been used for this running moose target competition. And it's got an ATEC silencer, also a Norwegian product. And it's got an ATEC, an Atlas bipod on a piece of Picatinny rail. And I have this rubberized nylon sling, and I got this bean bag on it from Tiger Valley. And I have this leveling gadget on the scope from US Optics, and it's got a steel Picatinny rail with 20 MOA of elevation, and that's made by Farrell. And the scope rings are Weaver Picatinny 4-hole rings. And then the scope is a very good scope. It's an SWFA SS, which stands for Super Sniper, and it's a 10 by 42. And it's a government spec scope. Really tough scope. It's got your parallax or adjustable objective here, and it's got target turrets, and this is the mil spec, the Milrad one. So you got Milrads, which I like. It's got these protective things on it, and so kind of like these bean bags on the sling. They work out pretty nice. Let's see. And it was a lot of work creating this rifle. I had some help from a friend of mine who's a professional gunsmith, and he shortened the barrel and threaded it for a silencer and recrowned the barrel. And for some reason, after that, the rifle wouldn't group. So when he test fired it, so he had to kind of start all over again. And that is kind of the reason why we ended up with such a short barrel. But it works out all right, and I got some aches and pains, and I kind of like a short and compact, lightweight rifle anyway, so it all worked out in the end. And it originally it had a different receiver on it. It was drilled and tapped for just ordinary Weaver mounts, and I decided I wanted this Picatinny rail on it, and I was thinking maybe I should buy one that Picatinny rail that was not drilled, so I can kind of use the existing holes. But when I looked closer, everything was crooked and poorly done on the rifle, drilling and tapping. So I got the whole of another receiver that had never been messed with, and I drilled and tapped that myself, and it turned out real well. And I also messed around with trying to make a 10 round magazine, but I would have to, it's too much pressure on the spring and not enough guidance on this. It would need something to guide it better down in here, and a weaker spring. I kind of got tired of messing with it. Maybe I'll try again sometime. But it was a lot of work. There's an original Mauser magazine, and so I'm sure I'm not the first one to mess with that. But it would take just the right amount of spring tension. It'd probably be better off with sort of a coil spring fitted to the magazine there. So I kind of got tired of it. And when you're using a sniper rifle, you should have spotter scope, and I just have this cheap spotting scope from eBay. It's called Ice Key, and it's 10 by 50, so it's got the same magnification as the scope, and it's got a reticle in it, and it's got a kind of a mil dot-ish reticle, so it works well with the reticle in a rifle. So and it's lightweight and compact, so I kind of find that useful. And I'm kind of old school, so I like the Mil Dot Master to help me out. And there's a lot of videos on that out there, so I'm not gonna say anything more about that really. I got the MRAD version to match the scope. I do have a laser gadget to measure distance with, but if on a modern battlefield, I probably wouldn't want to use something like this. They'd probably be able to see the laser or something. And so, and I tried to have you know, like different apps on a smartphone, things like that, and I wouldn't want to carry something like that into a modern battlefield either. So I'll just stick to my old-fashioned ways with the mil-dot master and this spotter scope. But it's good practice to take this along when maybe you're out there in the forest and just take a look at different things and kind of get used to how far away things actually are, because that can be difficult. So that's it really. And so we got this gadget here with a level on it, and it's kind of important when you're shooting at longer ranges. And it's got this knurled aluminum thing on the other side, and just screws off, and it screws on to this to kind of protect it, and then you can fold it in with or without that protective cap on it. And there are probably a lot of videos on the SWFA SS Super Sniper scopes, and they're excellent. So I don't think I'm going to say much more than that, but I hope you enjoy my sniper carbine kind of compact rifle, at least, and fairly lightweight for being a Model 98 Mauser with all these gadgets on it. And oh, my gunsmith friend gave me some good advice about silencer or suppressor. You should never store your rifle with that on it, because that will cause your barrel to rust. And you should not even keep the silencer inside your gun cabinet with your guns. It will cause things to rust in your gun cabinet. And you should take your silencer apart once in a while and clean it. If you don't, it will eventually become almost impossible to take apart. So a little bit of advice there from my gunsmith friend. And that's it for today. I do have a lot more videos with some sniper rifles I have built, so you might want to check my list of videos.